Hey guys, it's Noelle here. We're here at 17HQ and we have Miranda Cosgrove here.
Hey guys.
You know her from iCarly, but now she's starring on a brand new show called Crowded, and we're going to get all the deets, and we're really, really excited. Okay, so Miranda, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
She's good. She's good. Are you loving her outfit, guys? Yes? Yes, they are. I know they are. So, guys, send us your questions, and if you ask any really great ones, you might get a shout out, and Miranda might answer them. So, ask some good stuff. Okay, so, Miranda, tell our girls about Crowded.
Crowded is about two girls who moved back home after college, and they're sisters, and they kind of didn't, they weren't good friends when they were living together during high school at home. And then something about not doing well after college and kind of being in the same boat kind of brings them together, and they end up moving back home and kind of becoming friends and sort of torturing their parents.
I mean, that's an understandable, dynamic. I think, a lot of our girls would understand that, growing up and, learning more about your sister. That's awesome. So, what drew you to this role?
Well, for one thing, I really relate to it because I'm going to USC right now to school, and I have my own place, but I stay at my parents' house most of the time. So I can definitely relate to the character in that way, but I like being at home, and you can kind of see, even though, on the show, the two girls, are trying to get jobs, and they still want to do something with their lives, you can also tell they're really enjoying living at home again.
Yeah, totally. So, can you relate to any of the situations that Shay and Stella, your sister's name is Stella, Shay and Stella are going through, moving back home and having to deal with your parents again? I know you said you sometimes, is there any awkwardness with the parents? You're like, oh gosh,
one thing I really, I go through all the time at home that's on the show, and one of the episodes of the show that's coming up, is we have family nights where we all watch movies, and we end up never watching a movie because the entire time all we do is argue about which movie to watch.
Oh my
I go through that all the time because my mom and I watch TV together almost every night, and we spend an hour just picking what we're gonna watch a lot of the time.
That's understandable. Yeah.
And then there's an episode too where we're trying to get jobs, and we kind of have sort of a bet going. We're both trying to see who can make the most money and get the best job and kind of move up the quickest. That was a fun episode. I got to, I think I worked at a taco shop or a burger stand or something like that.
Sisters always competing. I can relate to that. So what, how do you, I know Stella is a super genius. She's into astrophysics. So can you relate to her in any way?
Yeah, I mean, not with the astrophysics part. But I can definitely relate to her when it comes to trying to figure out exactly what she wants to do with the rest of her life, because she thinks she wants to be an astrophysicist, but then when she comes back home, and it's hard for her to get a job, she starts kind of rethinking things and trying to figure out what to do, and that's when she ends up with a job at the burger place. But yeah, that it was fun to get to play that.
Yeah, that's awesome. So what is you grew up playing one of the most iconic roles for our girls on iCarly. What is the difference now that you're on a more mature show on NBC?
It's a multi-camera show, but it's pretty cool because we have a live audience, and on iCarly we never did.
Okay.
So to get to have all these people come every week and actually sit in the audience and get to hear the jokes, and we get to figure out what works and what doesn't work. That's been really fun because that's totally new for me. I was always scared to perform in front of an audience. So,
yeah.
And now I got used to it, and I started to really love it. So,
awesome.
Yeah, that drew me to it, and I thought that part of it was pretty cool.
That must be a crazy new challenge. Yeah. Do you have any funny moments when you were filming live that happened?
One funny thing happened. I was doing a scene with Mia, who plays my sister, and we were supposed to be arguing in the scene, and a lot of the time we'll run our lines really fast right before we do the scene in front of the audience, just to make sure that we know our lines.
Yeah.
So we were running the lines on the side of the stage, and some people that were in the crew and that work on the show thought we were fighting. So they were standing next to us, all looking at us whoa, what's going on with them? But we were just doing the lines, but it was funny. And then we caught on that they thought we were fighting, and we tried to make it even worse because we were kind of playing a joke on them after a while.
That was hilarious.
But yeah, it was pretty funny.
Guys, don't worry, there's no love feud.
We're not actually fighting. We had been doing the show for 1 week, and we're arguing in the middle of it.
They're oh no, this is not
They were probably thinking, like, great.
I know. Oh my gosh. There's so many fears running through your head. Well, I'm glad. So how do you get along with your cast? Like, do you...
Really well. Everybody on the show is really cool. We all have totally different personalities, and I think that's cool because we all kind of bring different things to the show. And I really like Carrie Preston, who plays my mom in the show. She's really nice. She's great with advice and stuff, like
awesome.
guy advice. And then Patrick, who plays my dad on the show, I love his like dry sense of humor. He's really nice.
Yeah, awesome. So you said you're going to college at this. Are you going and filming the show at the same time?
I actually took a semester off to film the first season, the first 13 episodes, and now I'm back at USC right now.
Awesome.
And it's kind of fun because now I get to see them air finally.
Oh yeah, like you should have like dorm room part. Well, you probably have your own place, but what is it like juggling like your acting career with college? Because I know our girls can definitely relate to balancing everything. So how is that?
It can be a little hard sometimes, but I've been pretty lucky because most of the time I'm either just focusing on school or taking a semester off and focusing on acting. So I'm kind of just like taking turns with the two, and even if it takes me till I'm 40 to graduate, I just really want to be able to say I did. So I'm gonna keep plugging along.
That's a good advice. You know, just keep going, keep plugging along.
Don't give up.
Yeah. So let's see. All right, we asked your trauma. Yeah. Okay. So, your former guest star Josh Peck has his own show. He's also moved on to like a more mature show, Grandfathered, and recently Drake starred on his show. So we wanted to ask you if you could pick a character from one of your old shows, whether it's Drake and Josh or School of Rock or anything, to star on Crowded. Who would it be and why?
Well, my best friend in real life is Jeanette McCurdy, who was my best friend on iCarly, so that'd be really cool. I'd love it if she actually came and watched some of the episodes in the audience, and that was really nice of her. But yeah, I'd love it if she would actually get to be in an episode of the show.
That's awesome. I'm sure like all the fans are crossing their fingers that one day happens because they love you guys. That's awesome. So what was your favorite episode to film of Crowded, and why?
We actually just had a preview of the show a couple nights ago, and they played 2 episodes, but the actual premiere is on this Sunday, and it's my favorite episode we did. It's a game night episode, and it was just fun because it was pretty much all of us like on one set the entire episode playing like games, and the whole point is that my sister and I on the show are trying to finally beat our parents like fairly because they always let us win our entire lives.
Oh.
So yeah, it was just a really fun episode to do, and I think people like it.
That's nice. So when you started filming the show, what was it like getting to know everybody? Like just kind of acclimating to this new cast?
It was definitely interesting because like I met them, and then the next day we're all supposed to be like
Family.
filming, like we're part of a family. But yeah, luckily we all really do like get along really well, and Mia and I definitely like clicked right off the bat.
Awesome.
Even though like we're kind of opposites, kind of like we are on the show. I feel like we kind of balance each other out in real life.
Yeah.
She's really cool, and she's like always trying to like I don't know help me like with how to do my hair or like makeup or I don't know. She's just really fun.
Sounds like you're like real sisters.
Yeah.
Awesome.
In a lot of ways. We just went to Palm Springs actually for a few days. So.
Oh, like a tiny vacation?
Yeah.
Awesome. That's nice. Cool. Okay, so we're gonna ask a beauty question real quick, or not beauty. What are the 5 things that you must have in your purse at all times?
Okay, chapstick always. That one's
Yes.
going. But my cell phone.
Always.
Let's see what else. A brush that always comes in handy.
Mm-hmm.
What else? I have like a little. This is like a lot of technology in one purse, but I have like a really tiny laptop, like the
Like a
Air. So
yeah.
So yeah, sometimes I keep that as my backpack. I'm kind of like Mary Poppins because I carry like my purse is a backpack and it's just like really small, but I fit so much stuff in there. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, I always keep like, this is boring, but I always keep like change handy because you never know, especially in LA, like trying to get a parking spot. It's good to have quarters on hand.
That's good. I never do that. That is so smart. I'm always like, God,
I try, but it makes it really heavy.
Yeah.
That part of it isn't good, but
Awesome. I think that was 5 things. I'm gonna say that was 5
I
things.
think.
Yeah. But I always have my laptop with me too, so I understand that.
It's nice to be able to like pop it out whenever you
Because
need
my
it.
phone screen is too small. Like,
Yeah.
I need it. Yeah.
First world problems.
Awesome. I know, for real. Did the fans ask any questions?
Oh, they're asking so many. So it's going to be hard to choose, but one good one that Stevie asked is if there will be an iCarly reunion anytime soon.
That'd be really fun. I kind of felt like we had a real life iCarly reunion because Nathan, who plays Freddie on iCarly, he got married a few months ago.
Yes.
So I was saying how like Jeanette and I were kind of like the drunk aunts in the back or something because we were like heckling like throughout the wedding, like laughing because it was just so weird. Like we've known him since he was 12, and like to see him in a tux, like getting married, it was crazy. But then like by the end of the wedding, we were like crying. So
that must have been surreal.
yeah, it was pretty crazy. But yeah, I'm really happy for him, and it was a really nice wedding.
Yay. Well, the iCarly cast are still as close as ever, which is nice. Nice to know. Awesome. Any more?
Yeah, someone asked this question earlier. I'm so sorry I forgot your name because this feed is moving so fast, but it was about your new show. And the question was, what's the biggest difference between you in real life and your character?
Definitely that she wants to be an astrophysicist. For sure. Other than that, I have a lot in common with her.
What are you majoring in college?
Film, but the
Film.
critical study side, so I want to take writing classes and stuff.
That's awesome. And what, like, would you ever write a movie or?
I don't know if I'd ever be able to do it, but I definitely want to like take classes and try and see because like I love Kristen Wiig and Amy Schumer and how a lot of like great girl comedians write their own stuff. So
Definitely.
cool to try.
Yeah. Should we do one more?
Yeah, Kylie asks, what is your favorite hobby other than acting? By the way, you're so pretty.
Thank you. My favorite hobby other than acting. Okay, I don't know if this counts as a hobby, but like pretty much every other night I walk with my best friend, one of my best friends, Sarah, and we kind of take turns walking at each other's houses, and we just like it's kind of therapeutic. Like we talk about the day and like hang out and walk for an hour, and I don't know, it's kind of like something I look forward to every night. I like hanging out with her.
Awesome. I think hanging out with friends and walking is a hobby. That's great.
Kind of.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Miranda.
Thank you.
And thank you guys for tuning in. When can our girls catch your show?
It's on this Sunday night at 9:30 on NBC. I hope you like it.
Awesome. So tune in, guys. Bye.
Bye.